Hello, happy Monday, everyone. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Today we're going to do a review of all operations of solving inequalities. Your worksheet will be just like this video. For tomorrow and Wednesday's assignment, it's going to be a graded assignment, and I changed the quiz on Wednesday until Thursday. That way, on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 1, I will have open office hours where you can come with any questions, and that will be every single week. All right, just a reminder, we have our open versus our closed circle. Our closed circle is when we use greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, and we use our open circle with greater than or less than. All right, for addition, we have x plus 6 is greater than or less than 7. So it's addition, so we're going to subtract from both sides. We're going to look at the side that has the variable, and that's this number we're going to subtract from both sides. So x is greater than or equal to 7. To graph this, 7 in the middle, 8 and 6. It's going to be a closed circle, and x is going to be greater than or equal to 7. So it's going to be greater than 7. Number 2, it's a fraction. Just because it's a fraction, don't let it scare you. It's the exact same way as if it was a whole number. So we're going to look at the side with the variable, and it's the 1/4. So this is addition. We're going to subtract 1/4 from both sides. This leaves us with just x over here is less than 3 minus 1 is 2 fourths. If we want, we could reduce that, and it would be 1/2. To graph, we do 1/2, 1 whole, and 0. So it says x is less than 1/2. So we're going to be an open circle, not including 1/2, and we're going to shade to the left. All right, next we have subtraction. So I'm going to look to the side that has the variable, and it's not on the left that we normally have it, it's on the right. So I'm going to look over here to the right, and I'm going to add 20 to both sides because it's subtraction and do the opposite, which is addition. This leaves us with 45 is less than x. This is the part that we are getting a little confused on during our worksheets. We are just shading the way the inequality is facing. That is only the case if the variable is on the left. We can do that. In this case, the variable is on the right. So you shade in the opposite direction. I'll show you. Because it is saying that 45 is less than x, or you can say that x is greater than 45. X is greater than 45, so it's open circle, and x is greater than 45. All right, number 2, we have a decimal. So we have subtraction, and we're going to add 2.5 to both sides. It's going to cross out and leave us with x is greater than or equal to 19.8. To graph it, can do 19.8, 19.9, and 19.7. Okay, it's going to be a closed circle because it's including the number. And then I'm going to shade, it's saying that x is greater than 19.8. Greater than 19.8. Right, multiplication. So the opposite operation of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide 6 from both sides. This is going to cross out because it's giving us 1. So it's going to give us 1x. We just have to write x. Is greater than 42 divided by 6 is 7. Okay, it's going to be an open circle on 7, saying x is greater than 7. So x is greater than 7. All right, same thing. Our variable is on the right. It's okay. We're going to look to the side of the variable, and we're going to use that number. So this is multiplication. We're going to divide both sides by 8. 64 divided by 8 is greater than or equal to x. 8 divided by 8 gives me 1, x, or I can just say x. Okay, so here's again is another example when the variable is on the right. We are saying that 8 is greater than or equal to x. So first thing, we can do a closed circle on 8. So if 8 is greater than or equal to x, it also is saying that x is less than 8. So x is less than 8. And if I'm having a hard time figuring that out of what way to shade, I always can pick the number that's in the shaded area to see if I shaded correct. So if I would plug in 7 and 4x over here, 8 is greater than or equal to 7. Is that true? Yes, so I know I shaded in the correct direction. And lastly, I have 3 different division problems. I wanted to show you an example of each. So I have x over 4 is greater than 25. So this is division, so I'm going to multiply both sides. I'm going to multiply both sides by 4. And that gives me just x is greater than 100. So it is going to be an open circle because it's not including 100. And x is greater than 100. X is greater than 100. So if I put 101 for x, because it's in my shaded region, so 101 is greater than 100, so I am correct. Number 2, I have x divided by 9 is less than or equal to 7, so I'm going to times both sides by 9. This will just cross out, leaving me with x is less than or equal to 63. It's going to be in closed circle on 63, because it's including 63, and x is less than 63. And lastly, we have 3/5 x is greater than or equal to 6. So we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. The reciprocal is just the fraction flipped over. So the reciprocal is 5 over 3. So I'm going to times both sides by 5 over 3. By multiply across, 15 over 15, x is greater than or equal to 30 over 30. 15 divided by 15 is 1, so I can just write x is greater than or equal to 30 divided by 3 is 10. It's going to be a closed circle at 10 because it's including 10, and x is greater than or equal to 10. So we're going to shade to the right. If you have any questions on the work, please email me so I can help you with your questions. Have a great rest of your day.